Hello! Today I will be showing my project for my Week 4 Coding Backend class. Let's get started with number 1 right here. It takes this int ages array that will subtract the first position with the last position, then print out all of them to right here. Then I was able to do the same I did for this with this new ages array. Then I was able to make for loops to get the averages of both to print them out. Next, with question 2, here we have a string of names, and I was able to convert it all to numbers to get the length of it. Then I was able to get the average of all the letters to get this one right here. Then, by using an empty string, I was able to use a for loop to concatenate it all together to be right here, with Sam, Tommy, Tim, Sally, Buck, and Bob. Now, for questions 3 and 4, I simply did a system out print of the answer I have for the question. So, to how to access the last element, you would use array.length parentheses -1, because that just goes to the length of the array. For example, this one would be 6, and it would go to -1. Because it uses a zero-based counting system, this would be the index of 5 and not 6. And you can see, because to ask the first one, that means you have to use 0 there. Now, for question 5, this simply gathers all the names and converts them into numbers. That means that Sam would be 3, Tommy would be 5, so on, so forth. Next, for 6, I simply wrote a for loop that would add them all to this empty int variable that I printed out to be 23 right here. Now, for 7, the method, I took in a static string, and that takes an int and a string that, by using a for loop, it adds it to an empty string variable to return it so it repeats this word this many times. So right here we have 8 apples altogether. Next, to make a full name out of 2 strings after 2 string variables, I simply returned the first name plus space plus last name. And you can see right here I have Theo and Wall to get Theo Wall. Theo Wall is actually a friend of mine. They are very nice. Next, for number 9, I made an int array of sums, because I have this method down here that takes an int of sums as a Boolean variable to do a for loop that adds them all together, then checks if it is greater than 100. If it is, it's true. And because it is true, it replies true right here. Now, for number 10, I have to get I had a static double array that takes in a double array. So then I can go up here. I have my double array right here. Goes down to check the average of it by adding them all together, dividing them, so I can get the answer right here. For number 11, I have to take in 2 double variables I have up here, which right here and here are 0, 1, 0, 2. Then, by using that, I was able to get the averages of both, so that I can compare to see if the first one is greater than the second one. And because it is, it returns as true. Now for number 11, I have to use a Boolean variable to check if both this Boolean is true, and to see if this double variable is greater than 1050. However, because in this it is not both true, it returns as false right here. Now for number 13, I made a method to add in a special border between each questions. This way, the console wouldn't be all cluttered. And right here I have comments right here saying of why it is. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.